first, I want to invite Kinsley to share with us a little bit about your story and how has God been at work in your life this year.
Hi, so every year I choose a word of the year. For my senior year, I chose the word intentional. At the beginning of 12th grade, I kept hearing the word at DC on Sundays, at school, in my devotionals, and in my prayers. The word kept appearing, and I knew the Lord was telling me that this word needs to be my anthem for the year. This year, I have been trying to be intentional about being intentional. This has been one of the most important things I've ever learned. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." And I've been trying to glorify God in all aspects of my life. Throughout these past months of being intentional, a few key things have become evident. The first thing I've learned this year is no people are your priority. It takes a lot of intentionality to get into the habit of putting others before yourself and becoming a selfless servant. I have learned to be fully present with people and intentional about how to treat them and build relationships because Christians should reflect the love of the Lord. I have learned to be intentional with who I hang out with because you become like the people you are around the most. We need to show up and be purposeful. We need to be intentional about not only getting in His Word, but spreading His Word. We are called to give Him glory and to tell others about Him. I have learned to be intentional with that. I have learned to be intentional with my family. At midweek this year, one thing I heard that stood out to me is, we don't choose our families, but we do choose how to live with them. 1 Timothy 4:12 says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." Being young is not an exemption from being intentional with your family and being an example to them. We have to take initiative, be real, be consistent, make space, and love well. I have seen God at work this school year through my pursuit of intentionality. He has used me through my word of the year, and I've been able to be an example, love well, and be selfless because of it.